Hi, my friend. It's Pat Sloan here for Block Wednesday, our Sweet Dreams. Every Wednesday, it's a free block, and we're doing a sort of a medallion-y type quilt. Right now, we're working on the center 9 blocks, and we're on block number 8. And every block is a tribute to a type of dessert. And this week, our tribute is dessert breads. Those are the kinds that are like easy to think: banana bread. Strawberry bread, I would say. My brain just went like blank, and I know I had another lemon bread, pumpkin bread, all of those kind of things that we make that are sort of in a loaf and often have all kinds of yummy things in them. You can add nuts, you can add chips, chocolate chips, butterscotch chips, those kind of things. So for dessert breads, my all-time favorite that I have made forever is a banana bread. I used to call it Happy Overripe Banana Day. Whenever the bananas got overripe, then they're much more flavorful, and they always taste better the second day. I don't know. Banana bread is like, gotta eat it the second day. Toast it up a little bit. And then pumpkin bread is another big one, and lemon breads are another big one of mine. My grocery store does a kind of a nice blueberry bread if you get it right away when it's fresh, because these things just don't, I think they're good in the first day or two, and like the second day, maybe the third day, but you better eat it all by then. So what does my block look like as I'm rambling on and on about food? Here it is with the moonstone. This pink that, oh, I love this shade of pink. It is so beautiful and soft. I really wanted this block to have the dark light so that you really see that distinction. So one with the charcoal and then the pink. In a second, I will put it up on the wall and we'll see how it looks with everything else. Now, my day was a little crazy when I was taping this, and taped it very, very late in the day, so I did not get sewn up the scrappy one, but I have all the parts made. So you can see what I did was for this section and this one, sort of where I think it feels like it's the twist part of the block, I have the scraps. So here are the scraps, and then I used the black polka dot that I've used in some of the other ones. So I will show that up and sew that up and show you probably on Thursday when I have it done, and I'll show you what all the blocks look like. So let's go ahead and put this one up here. Now, I was doing the dark and the light, and so let's take a look up close at that. Here they are all together, the center. So I've got the light, 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 light in the 4 positions, and then darker ones, which means the 9th one for that center will be a little bit darker like that. And that's something that I just love how it turns out, and I think it's going to be so beautiful as it goes forward. This is such a pretty fabric line. Now, I don't have the scrappy one finished, but I thought I'd show you the blocks all again. And they are much more busy looking because of using the scraps. There's a lot going on when you use scraps in a block. They do get quite exuberant. So I'm excited about that one too. I don't know, like I've said before, I don't know how far I'm going to go with that one. Definitely this and then the next round around it, but we'll see how much further I go. I really like how this is coming out. I think the dark and the light are really going to offset themselves enough to make the blocks so they're distinct. The idea here was to actually put all the blocks side by side. And I know a lot of times when we're doing samplers, probably most of the time when we're doing samplers, our blocks are separated by some sort of sashing. And in this one, I really wanted to put everything side by side just to give you a feel and the fun of doing something a little bit different. So I know for some of you, you're looking at yours now and you're thinking, oh, well, they might mush together a little bit. And they might, and I think that's fine. I don't think every block always has to be separated. I do think that they have sort of a motion of color and form that develop when they go side by side. Okay, so there you go for your banana bread, pumpkin bread, lemon bread, whatever bread you're making. And please, when you share your block, tell me what is your favorite dessert bread, so that if you have one and you want to share a link to the recipe, that would be awesome. If you want to come over to the Kitchen Adventures group here at Facebook, you can do that too and see what might be going on in there. All right, I have a couple things just to because it's fun, right? Yeah, so first, better late than never. Yesterday, didn't get in all the things that went on. 2/2/22. How did I miss that? Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't even focus on that until the actual day. And of course, the video was done. So 2/2/22. I hope your day was fabulous, because it'll be a while before you hit 3/3/33. So enjoy. I hope you enjoyed it. It was also Margarita Day. Yeah, I hope some of you had one of those. And it was Walk Your Dog Day. Okay, every day of the year has something, and I didn't look up what today's was, so there you go. Let's do a mail call. Mail call. So I have two things in the mail here. Okay, first is this wonderful card from Barbara in Kentucky. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? She sent me a lovely note. Thank you, Barbara. Mwah. And then I had, like, I'm going to call this like a care package. So this is from Cindy in Missouri, sent me a care package. So first of all, she sent me a gorgeous card with a beautiful, beautiful note. And I thank you so much for taking the time to write me such a wonderful note. She sent along beet brownies recipe from the Pioneer Woman. So that sounds interesting. You know, let's be honest, beets, because I don't ever buy beets, but you know, I might have to try them. There was a gorgeous, look at this. Look at this sewing scene. Isn't that super cool? You just want, doesn't that look nice and cozy? You just want to go sit down. So I should see. I have a little cup of coffee here. I could pour it in there. Okay, and then she thought I might be hungry. Sent along some gummies for me, and another one of the Valentine ones. I love these Valentine ones. Those are awesome. And then she sent along some cherry mash. Okay, so these are new to me. Cherry mash. Mini cherry mash chases. All right, so this is going to be a whole new thing for me to try. I assume it has some chocolate in it. Everything has chocolate, right? Those are going to be fun to try. Okay. Two things. I did yesterday. I want to thank all of you for all of the wonderful wishes for hitting 250,000 quilters over at my community at Facebook. That is just, it's such an exciting thing to hit those big numbers. I don't know why it is, but it is 250,000. That's 250,000 quilters have signed up and are members of my community. If you haven't joined, come on over. We have a lot of fun. There's a lot, the things that we do here, people bring in the conversation there. As I've shown you often, pictures that people share. There's a lot of community where people need help or are looking for advice, and the group will give answers. And so all of that is so wonderful. It's just the best. I love the community atmosphere of being able to chat back and forth together on a stream or a post. It's just very awesome. And then my wonderful moderator team, they are all doing their thing. You know, that's not, hopefully it's just pretty much what they have been doing before, but now they have a little bit more focus, and some of them are helping me to approve posts and things like that, because with a community that large, there are a lot of posts every day. I mean, we could get 800 posts a day. It could be crazy. That's usually like if it's a crazy day. It's a lot of conversation by the quilters. So thank you. Mwah. Thank you. Now we're going to talk about the March block a day in March. So I gave you three options. One was a floating star, which we had done in one of the sew-alongs. One was a half log cabin, and then the string bean block. And so I have decided we will do the string bean block. Now, if you like the half log cabin or the star better, of course you can do your block a day like that. I will list again all the patterns at my website today, so you can download if you didn't get it when I showed you the other day. But the string bean, I have just the block. So this is what the pattern looks like right now. I will do a little layout But basically you're going to add them side by side. If you want to do 30, it's going to be big. So I'm just going to show you the one that I made when where this pattern came from, the picture that's on there, because I also put a big wide border on it, which means, it don't have as many blocks in it. This one is how many? Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by, I think it's 5 by 4 or 5 by 5. What is it? 5, 2, 3, 4. 5 by 4. So that's 20. And here's the block. See how it is? It's a big rectangle. And so you have a big rectangle in the middle, and it's a log cabin made as a rectangle instead of a square, but you don't have that many strips around the outside of it. You have just 2 around the outside. So doing a 30 blocks will be big like that, and you might then put a little tiny border around it, something like that. But I will do a layout for that then. I just ran out of minutes in the day to get it for today. So this will be what we'll do 1 block a day in March. It is fast paced, so sometimes people will cut parts out and then sew them daily. Sometimes they'll sew maybe 2 or 3 a day, then they don't have to sew for another couple days. But basically showing a block every day. I had to think about what fabric do I want, because I could just go and use a bunch of fabric that I have, and I am going to use fabric that I have, but it's new. New fabric that I have. I just got in a bundle of Tula Pinks fabric, which is called, this is what, the Daydreamer. And I decided this would be perfect because it's cheerful. March can be dreary, it can be a lot of overcast, and I want something bright and cheerful to be making every single day. Plus there's a pink flamingo. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Can you see this? The pink flamingo has to be like in the strips. So what I'm going to do, there's like parrots. This is just the yummiest bundle. Okay, come down here. This is just the yummiest bundle because it has all of these different colors that are all so juicy. There we go. Move this back here. So they're very juicy colors. There's the parrots. Look at that. And oranges. I'll just bring butterflies, or are they moss? Good grief, I can never remember. This has got like some animals on it, animal faces in there. Oh, I love that. Look at the rainbow. Here's a super cool geometric. Some fruits. See, these are bright green, bright. Good. This is a oversized bugs. More geometrics, more fruits and teal in the teal color. There's the green, so there's quite a bit of green and teal, blue teals, and then look at this. Look how juicy that is. And it's variegated, right? Look. So cool, like the sky. Look at the edge, look at the selvage. It's like the leopards on there, or the whatever they are. There's some pinks. Oh, look. So cool. More pinks, and then a polka dot. I also have the line work by Tula, which is these black and whites, and so I am going to use those too. So they're also quite exuberant. I have another piece of this. It has this really light teal in here. Look at this. There's the zebras. So I'm going the big dots. So this is like a fat quarter bundle, I think. And then I had an extra piece of this. Oh, an extra piece of the pandas too. So I will use all of this. And hopefully that will be good, that I will be able to do all the blocks. I don't do a supply list for this. Because I don't know what, I'm encouraging you to use something you have and just work through it. So, even if you don't have tons of fabric, you probably have enough to do this and just work with it. But I just don't, it's just a block a day, it's to have fun, and we make a really great quilt in the end. Okay, my last thing, I told you there was another surprise, and These things come out so far in advance that sometimes I just really drag my feet showing you, because it's going to be months before this is available. But the fabric line after Birdsong has been shown to shops, and some of them have it on their website, and some of you have seen it and written me. So I thought, okay, let me tell you about it, even though it won't be in stores until December. That's a long time from now, December. So I'm going to show it to you, and then I will show it to you again much sooner, closer to December. I'm just going to show you a picture and one of the pieces. So to keep it a little bit of surprise, you know, because otherwise it's stale. You know, you have to keep a surprise. So it's called Promise Me, as in Promise Me a Rose Garden, because it has got gorgeous, yummy roses. This is one of the pieces. Then there's a lot of prints with it that are very tonal and geometric, and I just wanted you to see. I just wanted you to see the roses. I'm so excited about them. They're so beautiful. I love, love, love roses. I will do something else again and show you some of the quilts made up with it. Here is a little graphic that shows you kind of all the prints, so that's pretty much what you're going to see on the websites of some different quilt shops that have up for pre-order or for just notification when it comes in. I am planning a wonderful sew along for this that we'll do at the beginning of 2023. It is going to be really cool. I really love it so much. And there's a wide back. Now I can't remember whether this is the wide back or not, because there's the roses come in a wide back and they come in the regular. And the wide back is a little bit bigger rose, so I think this one is the wide back. All right, what do I have in my block? All right, you have Sweet Dreams, banana bread, lemon bread, pumpkin bread. What kind of bread do you like to make and eat? Blueberry bread, maybe? So you're going to make your block, then download your string bean so that you can look around for your fabric. And I would love if when you find your fabric, go and show it in the community. Go and take a picture, put the pattern next to it, and say, you know, what color, you know, what group of fabrics you're pulling for it. I had another grouping that I liked that was kind of Americana, and I'll probably show you that here in the next day or so. Maybe tomorrow. I'll just show it to you as an option because it was kind of like my close second. But I have not sewn with Tulip Pink fabric in a long time, and it was just so happy. And you know, it has pink flamingos, so I just have to do it. I don't really have a choice, do I? All right, I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.